Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I watched WWE Monday Night Raw episode 1380, which was broadcast on November 4th, 2019. I think that's right. But anyway, this is a real quick episode because I need to get some sleep before I head to Orlando tomorrow morning. I'm recording this on Tuesday night. So yeah, I'm going to go real fast through this. I kind of suspected tonight that this episode would be a repeat of SmackDown, just replace SmackDown people with Raw people, and it kind of went down that way. Triple H arrives with a convoy, presumably of NXT folks in the cars behind him. Brock, it's explained as part of the Alexa and Nikki Cross trade, I guess, and other stuff that Brock can do whatever he wants anyway, whatever. Brock goes on the hunt for Rey Mysterio, and he kills Dio. I'm skipping ahead a little bit here. Dio stands up to him, and Brock kills him, puts him through the table, and as he's kind of being proud of that, Rey Mysterio comes out and attacks him with a pipe and beats the crap out of him. So Brock is not happy about that at all. We had the Kabuki Warriors versus Charlotte and Natalya, and Asuka tapped out to Natalya's sharpshooter, so that was a bit of a bummer. But it was not a title match. The Kabuki Warriors are still champions. Presumably, Charlotte and Natalya will have a championship match against them at some point soon, maybe next week. On one hand, it's a bummer to see them lose, but on the other hand, they've had four matches on TV in the last 2 weeks, something like that. 3 weeks, whatever. I'd say that's a pretty good thing. I do like that about it. No, it was in the past 2 weeks. So they had a match on. Did they have a match on SmackDown? I feel like they did. Let's see. Let me look back in my notes. SmackDown. Oh no, I was wrong. They did not have a match on SmackDown. Never mind that. They came out. It was the Bayley versus Nikki Cross match that was interrupted by. So I thought that this match was going to end with another interruption by Shayna Baszler or something, but I don't think any of the women's roster were present in the arena. But we did later on get Shayna taking over Becky Lynch's interview, and that was pretty solid. I did like that a lot. I didn't take any notes about it other than that it happened, but that was good. I liked it. Buddy Murphy fought Cedric Alexander, and Buddy Murphy won. Seth excuse me. Seth Rollins comes out and says he doesn't know what's next. Triple H says, yeah, I know what's next. And so he gives Seth the option: you're either with me or against me. Undisputed Era come out, but then the OC arrives. Undisputed Era kind of pretend to run away, but some would say that they were being cowards. I'd say it was part of their strategy. They're pretending to run away so that the rest of their crew, for the night, the rest of NXT could get the jump on them with Dijakovic and is it? No, it's not. It's Damian Priest. Those two got the jump on the OC. Chaos ensues, and Seth wants an NXT championship match with Adam Cole. So I thought that was going to happen, and it came about a little bit differently than it did on Friday night with Daniel Bryan, but it came about nonetheless. Then we had Andrade and Zelina in a mixed tag team match against Sin Cara and Carolina. Her real name is Catalina. I don't remember her last name. but she is super young. I think she's only like 19 from what I read. That's super awesome for her. But anyway, I think Zelina got the win for this match. Maybe Andrade. Anyway, their team won. However, that match ended, and there was some cool stuff in there. I have yet to see an Andrade match that I did not enjoy thoroughly. Then Rusev comes out and says, Lana is all yours, Bobby Lashley, Robert Lashley, whatever. But your ass is mine. Not in that voice, but you know. He challenges him to a match, but Bobby Lashley has a torn groin or Troined groin, however you pronounce it. So he's not cleared to compete. So instead, his opponent is Drew McIntyre. This match ends with the disqualification when Lashley attacks. He's not actually injured. He didn't need those crutches. And Drew is just like, I don't want any part of any of this. I'm going to get out of here. Then Shayna takes over Becky's interview. Like I said, that was probably my favorite segment of the whole night. Especially my favorite segment that wasn't wrestling, for sure. Then we had the OC, all three of them versus the Street Profits and Humberto. AJ Styles won with a little bit of cheating. I forget exactly how it happened, but the OC won that match. And then we had Rey Mysterio versus Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series announced. So what does that mean for The Fiend? What does that mean for Adam Cole? What are they doing at Survivor Series? I don't know. We'll find out, I'm sure, soon. I hope we find out soon. At the very least, we'll find out when it actually happens. Then we had the Viking Raiders versus the East Hampton Polo Boys, and the Polo Boys pulled off an incredible... No, they didn't. Viking Raiders squashed them, of course. And then we had Seth Rollins versus Adam Cole, baby. And in a disqualification when the Undisputed Era attacked Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins wins the match via disqualification, and then a big old brawl ensues. Including a corkscrew senpai. I don't know what he called it. I forget the actual name of it. It's not called a senpai, but like a corkscrew 540 splash over tope splash type of thing, by Ricochet, and then a tope suicida by Keith Lee, right as we cut out from the copyright logo there. So yeah, there is some pretty cool stuff. That final moment was the best, the most exciting wrestling moment of the whole night, I think. And like I said, I'm really excited. It's official. It'll be Shayna Baszler versus Becky Lynch versus Bayley at Survivor Series. That's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, everybody in NXT basically is at a disadvantage because all of them, everybody competing so far, also is announced the triple threat of the tag team champions. So it'll be Viking Raiders versus the Revival versus Fish and O'Reilly of Undisputed Era. And I think that could be pretty ridiculous, pretty awesome. I am looking forward to that. So yeah, lots of stuff set up for Survivor Series. I mean, it is only like 2 weeks away, really 2.5 weeks away from now. There's only 2 more Raws before it happens. So I'm getting pretty excited for it. This episode wasn't as good as SmackDown last week, but that's all right. I think NXT this week is going to be awesome. I hope it's going to be awesome because I'm flying out there for it. I'm really excited. It's going to be so much fun. And then they also just announced that at least for this week, 205 Live will be filmed at Full Sail. It might only be just this week because they are filming Raw and SmackDown on Friday in England. So to film a whole other hour of stuff and to get all those guys over there as well, I think they're just avoiding all of those logistics. by bringing the 205 Live guys over to NXT to film after NXT broadcasts. That extra bonus for going to the show this Wednesday, I am super super excited. So yeah, that's it. I did watch the first episode of Stumptown on Molly's recommendation, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. I downloaded the rest of the available episodes, so I might watch those on my flights to and from Orlando. But I have a ton of other stuff to watch to get caught up on it as well. Just 2 more episodes of The Spy, starring Sacha Baron Cohen. That show is really, really good. And then I also Hobbs and Shaw came out today, and I watched the whole movie and all of the special features. I didn't give my full focus to the special features, but there is a lot of them. There might be even more on the Blu-ray, because a lot of times they'll have some of the special features only on the Blu-ray because there's more room for it, because the percentage the percentage of the space that the movie takes up is lower on Blu-ray than on the 4K disc. Maybe, I'm not sure. I guess it depends on how they author it, but anyway, there might be even more special features, special vignettes, deleted scenes, extended scenes, behind the scenes, all that. There might be even more than what I watched tonight. But it was all super entertaining. Hobbs and Shaw is such a great movie. Vanessa Kirby is badass, awesome. And then the behind the scenes talking about it just confirms that even more. Of course, Idris Elba is amazing, and The Rock is great, and Jason Statham is like my all-time favorite action hero. So, how can I not love this movie? I absolutely love this movie. It's a great week for me watching great action movies. So, anyway, that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up. Gonna go get some sleep, and then head over to the airport for this quick trip. And it's gonna be so much fun. Other than the flights themselves, it'll be let's see, I'll be 8 plus 6 14. Okay, I'll be in Orlando for about 14 hours. I'll be in the air for about 8 hours. So it's not a terrible ratio, but I mean, it's not great. So hopefully I can get an aisle seat or a window seat on the way back. I did luck out and I got an aisle seat. I just took the risk. I took the gamble. It's on Frontier. I did not choose an assigned seat. I said, I'm okay with whatever. It literally says that. I'm okay with whatever seat is the option. And I got an aisle seat. So I prefer a window seat, but hey, it's either one is way better than the middle seat. Hopefully all that goes well, and I'll report back how the show went. It's going to be awesome. Whatever happens, it's going to be so much fun to be there. This is my first time going to an NXT television taping. I've only been to the takeovers. I've only been to or the live events. I haven't been to the regular weekly show taping, and it's going to be great. So stay tuned for all that. Let me know what you thought about this week's Raw by tweeting me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you like to listen and support. Stay safe out there in all the infinite multiverses, and I'll see you next time here on TIW Podcast. Bye.